for all.
Kishin kasa makin baruwa da bakin
Water and salt for all. Let us know that for each the body, the mind and the soul have been free to fulfill themselves.
Zan faɗa ne a fili ba wani batun sa labule, komai ya cakube, lissafi ya dagule, muna ta wahala wa kwakwan da cikin an kwakule. Leaders of tomorrow, ai har yau din ma namu ne, matasa kara zube, babu aiki, da wuya ka bambanta tsakanin ɗa da mahaifi, ba wuta ba ruwa, asalin barayin ba su bane suke kamuwa, titin mu duk ramuka, ba isasshen abinci a gari sai sadar kwanuka, asarar rayuka. Up north, it's insurgency in the region. Where I'm from, the worst enemy is religion. We await the glory of true Africa's return. This can't be us, enslaved to the capitalist world. It's obvious, they lack direction in their policies. How can we afford good life with devalued currencies?
Safia, the morning agenda on Baina TV with me, Ijahra Larry. We apologize for the delay of the start of the program. Jama'a muna muku sallama ta musulunci wanne ke shine salamu alaikum, kuma muna muku marhaba da warhaka nan Baina TV kan wannan shirin da muke kiran shi tsarin safiya morning agenda. To ina tare da Suad Yakubu wanda take she will be my co-host.
Unfortunately.
In any case, there are several issues in Ghana that have made the headlines and we cannot overlook them but discuss them. And so, Suad, what has been making the headlines today?
Well, there are a couple of issues. Kennedy Japan is still in the news. And then we have...
He's dropping another bombshell or what? Yeah. Or he's seeking truce?
He's known for throwing about articles on his previous job and all that, and he has dropped another one. It's actually a long one. It's an
what are the headlines you have for us today?
Kennedy Japan has been referred to the Privileges Committee of Parliament.
So
in the middle of August. And then we have an update on the COVID-19 active cases in our Ghanaian schools. Yesterday, the Director General of the Ghana Health Service addressed the press and the whole country on the current issues. So we have payment, or should I say some purchase of past questions, and would delve more into that.
I heard about that. I saw an interview of the education minister giving some responses, and I've Facebook Live, ko YouTube, kuna kalumu, ku like, ku send comments, kuma ku share. Maganganun na Suad ta ce game da labaran na suka dominate headlines na zamu tattauna shine multimedia sun rubuta wani wasika zuwa ga parliament da wasu manyan kasa suna jan hankalin su zuwa ga abin na Kennedy Japan ya je zama kan na 2TV ya ce media to shine su suke gan kamar abin ban tsoro ne, so abin da zamu duba ne. Sannan Vice President His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia ya launch Ghana.gov platform, services in government cikin harakansu. So sannan ya sunan shi COVID-19 vaccine, an samu minority sun raise issues about it, mun duba mu don fafadi abin da yake game da shi kadan. So in your view, is that like going to be effective, considering that he has threatened someone and the organization the person works under finds it quite damning? They have petitioned Parliament. I think he was the one who, in any way.
Yes, it should be chairman of the Defense and Interior in Parliament. They are tasked to, among other things, investigate issues of such nature. So if a whole chairman is threatening someone who was instrumental in conveying the happenings on that very day to the general. We need a rapid investigation into the matter so that to protect the journalists and also to protect some of us or the other colleague journalists. I think that is the right step, is a step in the right direction to start from Parliament, because of his position, one, and because of, should be reminded that the immunity they have, the MPs have,
it's limited to
the plenary. That's the floor of Parliament
itself,
and then the various committees. It doesn't go outside that, so they can't just go onto the media and say what they like, say contemptuous things, and then think that they'll get out.
No, Chiwa. You asamu solution ko asamu punishment na yake zai hana mutane irin zancen na yayi game da journalist na. In my view, okay, journalists like this of government, we talk about the executive, the legislature, and then the judiciary. Normally people are oblivious of the media's role in governance, and so this is the fourth estate of the realm we are talking. Go on air to threaten, because that's what it is. He has been threatened. And call on people, because the statements he made, some of the statements he made, right, that as a people we tolerate that. And so for me, when they refer such issues to the Privileges Committee, I wonder, okay, so to what effect? Because it's like everything in Ghana goes to a commission or a committee. They sit, get allowances, don't come to us, the public, and then at the end of it, there's a report.
But the Privileges Committee is like the disciplinary unit of the Parliament House.
That's what I'm saying. So what's the disciplinary action? What's the greatest disciplinary action they can take?
Well, I don't know. Based on issues, and then we'll surely
the sitting and deliberating of issues is what I'm saying, that in this country we are here. Okay, so no one can point fingers at Honorable Kennedy Ejiofor for the murder of Ahmed Saleh, but a similar thing happened where we have become accustomed to his utterances. It is like, yes, he's a powerful person in the country. Yes, he matters. Yes, he's very influential. Yes, he helps people. He does good things. But then we look at this side and we are like, okay, so what is happening? If say an ordinary person did this, with this is saying, the Honorable Speaker of Parliament is saying that the privileges, the members of Parliament, or their immunity is confined to the floor of Parliament, and a member of Parliament outside Parliament does something. Why is it coming back to Parliament of Ghana, does something outside or anywhere within the country? They will be referred to certain channels that are considered appropriate. Like if I am to threaten someone here right now, the actions that will be taken against me are something like this. It goes to the Privileges Committee. The question is, to what effect? So if multimedia had not put together this petition, would we have reached here? Would the matter have gone to the Privileges Committee? I think these things are very frustrating, because we are having this on the back of Yasun and Shi, two other people, in Ijahra.
Yes, another injuries, and it was shootings. Okay, so people's lives have been lost. Painful. Solutions must be found. People must be held culpable. And so there's an investigation. Who is investigating the matter?
who is investigating the matter. The commission of inquiry, I don't know, constituted to preside over this, discuss, deliberate, find solutions, and at the end of the day, what do? I understand they have, these commissions have the powers of a high court. If they have the recommendations,
submit white papers.
So the recommendations can either be accepted or rejected.
Yeah.
Why do we start this in the first place? Why can't we have a country where if someone does something wrong, we know the right things would happen, like people will be investigated, the investigations will result in it is absurd, it's painful that a civil process and then armed violence will cause people to lose their lives. And then it's people in uniform. It's the state that's supposed to protect the citizens. Then the state is found perpetrating this. And after that, I don't know. Then even before that, there was an incident in Kumasi, I think, a few years back, where 7 young men were shot and killed. The people who shot them were supposedly police, because I can't killed 7 people, 7 lives, young lives have been lost just like that. And what happens?
Nothing.
Nobody has been held culpable, at least to the best of my knowledge. And it's supposed to be in out there in the public that, okay, these people, these are the punishments that they are getting, and that we can verify that they have been punished. It's not the first time this is happening. It has happened previously that we have, like, Mature. There's this man, when I was a kid growing up, there's this young guy called Mature. He was standing, some brilliant man, standing in front of his house, shot and killed for nothing. Nothing has happened to the policeman who did that. He thought he was an armed robber. He was in front of his house at dawn, and he shot at him. So these incidences keep happening, and we don't see what like
intelligence. I don't know about security that much, but I think that the security personnel act on intelligence. And so
what is intelligence?
There are some precautions they take and they act on them. There are some precautions that point to the fact that
to a certain group or class of people, you don't get justice. That's what it looks to me like, because we all feel the pain of the loss of an individual, a human being. Is it Bukom or Jamestown by robbers? The public expressed outrage because that individual is part of us as well. Before the police just went out looking for these people. Have they been arrested?
Yeah, we heard some suspects have been
arrested. Maybe they do it, but we don't feel it. You don't have barricades everywhere. People go and rob, shoot, and kill ordinary citizens, and we don't get that. Anyway, morning agenda on Baina TV with me, Ijahra, Larry, and Suad, Yakubu. We are deliberating on the Kennedy Japan issue. To pay attention to the terms carefully, that he has been referred to the Privileges Committee. We don't know how what the outcome of that would be. Perhaps even his statements where staff emerged from the presidings of the Privileges Committee.
No excuse.
It may not be an excuse to you or myself here, but we don't know about the Privileges Committee. Okay, so yeah,
a platform that contains information about all the government agencies, the ministries, and all that, for the benefit of citizens, for information to .gov. So Gia in the aka launch wanga website konje wanga kagan labarin su, the telephone numbers, the websites and su, da kuma agencies da ke cikin su, kamar a ce Come on, passport office, immigration service. Akwai Canada can renew passport. Do can platform. I don't have any service to
under government. An samu wato platform da yake website ne mu ce misali kana son ka yi passport kamar yana Suad ke ta fadi da zu in kana neman ka yi passport ka ko use ya ke kiran shi website za ka iya samun wani ko danka ko kaninka ko kanuwanki ko wani dai da ya sani ka ce ma ghana.gov ko ghana.gov ya je wurin dukkan information da kake bukata yana wurin nan bayan wannan kuma inda ya sunan shi mu ce ka sani za ka je kan wannan platform kuma ka neme the citizenry don yana ba mu access mu ce yau ina son in tambaye shugaban kasa ko mabiyinsa wani tambaya. His Excellency Vice President Dr. Alhaji, good news of the day in the sense that there is an attempt or there is effort to digitize stuff in Ghana. There may be complaints about there is effort to digitize most things in Ghana. Now, my concern, electronic payment platforms, and they are all part of it. So, that's how we are going. Why is it that we keep printing?
To start piloting digital currency. So in September, according to them, in September they will start piloting. That is testing the viability of the digital currency. So we'll soon be going digital with our currency.
We'll soon be.
Yes.
But and so all these things that have been happening vis-a-vis the print now transactions have become such that we do electronic transactions, cashless, you understand? And so where from that thing about printing anyway? I'm not an expert. So the next,
and let me quickly chip in that the website or the platform was designed by our local people here. It wasn't contracted. Foreign developers were not contracted. It be very outrageous because our local people here.
Oh well, normally what may be outrageous to one person could be actually normal to someone. But you know, in Ghana, mostly developers who may actually outsource to foreign developers. So until we are privy to the details of such transactions, we cannot speculate.
Well, talking about outrageous amounts, have you seen the Ministry of Education's report on the procurement of WASI pass questions? Well,
I've not seen the entire report. It's saying that the Ministry of Education has spent 34.8 million Ghana cedis to purchase 446,954 sets of past questions, SHS. And it's mind-boggling. Yana burgi hankali na, like, kama ache, okay, government na da niyan kirki, yace kama mun sai past questions muba government ya san kama okay, in the first place students na suna bukatan taimako su koya abu su pass exams da kyau. Ahsant, government, you've done very well. Now, what is the next concern? Wadanga yaran ga sun je school for how many years? 3 years.
3 years.
Chicken 3. Though they identify, because I believe this is something that GES is behind. They identify common past questions are very been inculcated into their curriculum
from the beginning
to ensure that soon Korea have been chicken class, but last day, Charlie, these people, they are not ready. Let's get them this sharp and let them pass, which I will understand, because in Ghana, we do a lot of last minute.
Yes, it's assumed that your third year or your final year is the preparatory stage. So that is when I, for instance, did not enjoy the free SHS.
Again, that 38.4 million Ghana cedis. How many schools can that build? How many teachers can that pay?
My question is, how many students sitting the examination did those past questions get to? Did they get to the
now? And okay, it is being discussed. I'm sure they will debate it. It will go to park and stuff like that. But the issue here is it? The figure is 34.8 million Ghana cedis. I beg your pardon. I initially said 38.4 million Ghana. It's 34.8. Mostly spent because now the past question is gone. No?
Yeah.
It's gone. 34.8 million Ghana cedis. If it had been invested in maybe basic infrastructure or invested in the teaching staff, they may be dedicated enough to actually procure the 78 cedis for one, right? 100 students can use that if the teacher dedicates time
to this.
To this. Don't know. This maybe I don't want to, you know what? So they under his regime, and he's happy because I'm saying Yaru, Mesa Madai budget, never understand it. Okay, what's the essence of that? 950, let's say 446 to school.
Yeah.
What when she? That's what the president. This has a question with you without education, or we should pack our things and it keep happening. Like Sari Safia without here, because these are the things that you sit down and discuss it. Who left? I can see Yusuf signaling over there. I don't know. He looks sleepy. This particular issue that
out their findings, even going from his MC
to become MC.
It's not. They are not really elected, but the president.
That's what the race is. Oh, okay.
The incumbent, he maybe has a higher stake over the others.
Oh, okay.
So he's withdrawing. He wasn't the one who asked them to go, or they weren't. Those who perpetrated the act are not his bodyguards, and he doesn't know anything. But his withdrawal meant with purpose.
Okay. We hope it's all positive. And so the final one is worthy of being final.
Yes.
If we had touch on it a bit, and inshallah tomorrow is Friday, we might start the weekend with that one. So what is it? So Martin Amidu is former special prosecutor.
Yes, he is former. We have a new special prosecutor nominee who inshallah next week will be vetted.
Oh, okay. Public whatever is it? Vetting of the nominee.
He's not really tackling his successor. He's tackling. It seems he has something personal. He has personal scores to settle with the Godfrey Dame was on Metro TV. He said a whole lot of things about Martin Amidu. That reasons he said. So I have the whole article except of the.
I'll gladly listen to you.
So he said, Mr. Godfrey to Metro TV's Good Afternoon Ghana program that What I prosecutor was threatened by a legal suit. Amidu defended him to the best of my ability, and my defense was actually for his being special prosecutor, which he so much touts about. The shoulder saying, I put Martin Amidu there. I made sure that he retained his saying all those things about Ijahra and so, and he never fails to attack him into accepting the special prosecutor position when
Coach, I feel even there was a point when he almost became the vice president of Ghana. And so, if he had become the vice president, succeeding John Evans Tamils, the late president, now Martin Amidu becomes under a former Attorney General, under incorruptible His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa, ahead of elections, emerges in a similar fashion as he did in the previous administration, his appointer of being corrupt. Months down the line, he comes out to accuse of it, which people might not take serious, because it's not easy to con a man like becoming the vice president, because it's only an election that they lost. Had they won, indeed conned, then it's very serious, because it will take so much. And I you know, if you read his epistles, you see that this man is paying attention to.
We know how he became the special prosecutor. That's no news, but we don't know what
exceptional conning to con Martin Amidu. Everyone would agree. And so this and stuff like that, we would enjoy the drama that it would generate with the political actors. Suad, we are coming to the end of today's show. What would be your parting words?
We are discussing issues. We are trying to skew the issues that in days I magana. Mu samu magana da za mu yi kar mu zauna a ta zuwa muna magana mu ta amsawa in aim of this program. So with everything going on, we couldn't discuss the COVID-19 thing, but when you go into our Zongo community,
like they say, the fish rots from the head. Okay, it is reflective of Ghanaian gatherings without observing the protocols. You know, when you not abide by them. The flouters of these laws, who created them in the first place, it says we are all involved.
But mostly, if we are to go by that, it means that if they are in higher positions, went on mass gathering and they were not in their mask, and a lot of people masked up, I shouldn't also wear my mask. I see a lot of people.
There are issues on this COVID-19. There are even the vaccines, not only in Ghana. This is not official. People are alleging that the vaccines have metallic content that in doctored or whatever, but that's the information being propagated out there. Officially, it has not been confirmed, and so there are certain things that we need to deeply discuss concerning this COVID-19 and now. I think we should take the opportunity to say Assalamu alaikum and good morning to the National Chief Imam of Ghana, Sheikh Dr. Father, as a Muslim community, as a Zongo community, and even as a nation. So there is this issue. This morning when I was coming, after so many weeks, days without water, the tap started flowing just when I was leaving home. And I'm sure by then the masses are clamoring for one man to become the MC. There's one young man in the community, his name is Babali. Babali. And I personally know him. He's affable. He's very close to the ordinary people, and people are calling for shock if he does not deliver in the when he becomes MC. And it is my prayer personally that people like that get the opportunity to serve the masses, because look, we need it is food. They have not taken this, so they have not taken it like, look, if you keep the baller there like that, the people, they will generate more baller. When they generate more baller, they don't have where to put it. They'll put it in the gutter. I suppose I'll have it. But if I'm in my house and I'm packing baller like this, and some people don't have money to pay the baller people, so they can't take it to the big baller. They'll put it somewhere. Soon, Jama, Anger, Sheza, Ni Adu Anai. Yes, so because he's close to the people. Someone who is close to the people, I believe, can do the bidding of the people. And it is our prayer that such people don't change when they see power. Okay, it is my prayer sincerely that this process, because you said it's a race.
Yes.
I never got the impression that it's a race.
It's a race because a lot of people in power are pushed. It might not be something that people are elected to take up, but people have interest and they are pushing those interests.
All right.
Yes.
So we have outstretched our time of being here. Morning agenda, which is Sarin Safia in Hausa. I have been your host today, Ijahra Larry, together with me in studio. There's something from this Ghanaian artist, former. They did this song, Big Dreams. All I can see. I think they are no longer together. Wuta. Yes. He's a sweet singer, and he sang something. He says, Yusuf, play the music. Let's see what it is. And so this is how.
Hungry man say fix the country. Belleful say fix yourself. Who really needs fixing? Now how? Yeah. Hot. Country hot. Plenty no get what to eat. Even picking they feel the heat. So we country tough. Everybody feel the heat. Even picking they feel the heat. So we ought to pray for change. We say fix the tell me who, and you and me be the country. Fix yourself. I agree. We say fix the country who, tell me you be the country. Fix yourself. I agree. Water plenty, we move be thirsty, be whom you know. We live like crabs in a barrel. Shayo, Rupa, Beshi, and Lo. Hey, we say fix the country. We say fix yourself.
Za mu kawo muku labaran da suka mamaye Ghana da duniya baki daya, musamman cikin zangonnin.
Join us every Monday to Friday from 8 to 9:30. Sports, entertainment, and more.
Za ku iya kallon mu a shafukan sada zumunta Baina TV a Facebook da YouTube, Baina_TV a cikin shirin Sarin Safiya.